everyone, my name's Kate Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. We are looking at the Spooky Night product suite, again from the 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. You may have noticed I haven't been blogging lately, nor have I been putting up any videos, and the reason for that is each fall and every spring my downline put on a very large event for our customers. We had 115 attendees this past Saturday, and we did a wonderful fall flair retreat for our customers. It's about a 6-hour day where everybody gets to go home with 24 cards. But we also do some really cute product bags. We do some little product gift holders along with a little candy treat holder, and we also have coordinating name tags. So I'm going to share that with you today. And again, we're using everything out of the Creativity Delivered 2017 Holiday Catalog. One of my favorite bundles, of course, in this catalog, because I'm such a cat person, is this Spooky Cat stamp set and punch. You can purchase this as a bundle and save 15%, so we did use this quite a bit. And then I also loved the coordinating Spooky Night Designer Series paper, but actually it's more cute than spooky. So you've got these little kitties and then little witches hats, and this is kind of a cool page right here because you can cut it into 16 3x3 pieces and make 16 cards, or you can use it on pizza boxes, which is what we did, and I'll be showing you that here shortly. And then of course you can go through and you can just see that this paper is purely adorable. So we will be using that. So let me show you the product bags. These are the bags that my customers use to hold all of their supplies in. So I guess they're more like supply bags. But when you flip it over, you'll see that I got these bags from Uline, which is a company based in Wisconsin, but I know that they ship all over the United States. And they're just their craft bags. And I think they're about 8 inches by 10 inches. And then they open up to, well, let me grab a ruler here. They open up to about 4 inches or so, maybe a little bit more. So there we go. We have these really cute bags, and I'm going to show you how to put them together. So let me set this aside and we'll start by doing that. So I'll take my 8x10 craft bag. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 4x6 piece of basic black paper. Now you can also use pumpkin pie, and I'll show you how that's done in just a minute. So we're just going to use some glue, and we'll get started by gluing this black panel onto our bag. And I'm going to set that right about here, and we'll just press that down, and we can go on to the next panel. And the next panel is going to be a piece of the Spooky Night Designer Series paper, which is 3 by 6 inches, and we're using the little pumpkins on this one. And so we're going to turn this around and add some more glue here to the back. And then we can go ahead and layer this onto this basic black panel right onto our project bag. So we'll give that a little press, let that sit in there for a second. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut 2 more panels. This is going to be a 3 by 5 inch panel of basic black. And I'm going to take the kitty punch, and we're going to insert this panel all the way down into the bottom of the punch, give it a press, and then we're just going to set the kitty aside because we're going to be using this later. And then what we're going to do is add some glue here to the back, just a little bit along the top, and then we're going to be attaching that to a panel of pumpkin pie. This panel is 2.5 inches by 5.5 inches. So we are going to just center that in over that panel so that we have about the same amount of pumpkin pie coming up from the top as we do from the bottom. And what that does is it kind of shows off a little orange kitty here right at the bottom of this panel. Then we're going to flip this over, and we are going to use some dimensionals. We are going to put a stack of dimensionals on the back. So I'm putting down 2 dimensionals, taking the peelies off, and then we're layering 2 dimensionals right over those 2. So we'll peel that all off. So we have a double layer of dimensionals. So you can see that's nice and thick, and the reason is we're going to be tying on some jute twine, and that is a pretty thick twine, so we want to leave a little breathing space for that. So now we can just set this right here, and I like to just put it so that maybe there's about 3/4 of an inch here on this right side, and making sure that we have a little bit showing above and a little bit showing below this base panel. Then we can grab some Stampin' Up! Jute twine, which is also featured in our holiday catalog. I'm going to flip this under here, and let me see about how much we're going to need, because we're going to tie it into a bow. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'll just cut it off right here, and then we're going to make a bow. It probably would be helpful if I actually had this in the camera, right? So we'll just tie this over into a bow, and there we go. Make that a nice big bow, and it's just perfect. And if you want to, you can trim your ends, and there we go. So there we have our bow. And now what's kind of cute is to just take some of these gold enamel shapes, and then I have a paper piercing tool here, so I'm just going to grab a couple of these little stars, and we'll just layer up a few little stars here above our kitty. And then we've got some little round circles here, and we can add that too. And so that kind of just adds a cute little bit of sparkle to this project bag. So this is where we put all the projects that our customers were making for the day. Now what you can also do is kind of do the reverse of what we did here. So on one side you have the pumpkins, which show up really great against the black paper, but if you flip it over, you've got these polka dot pieces, and so then you could layer that on an orange panel, put that on like this, and basically you're going to do everything exactly the same except flip your colors, so that you can have project bags or trick-or-treat bags. If you want to give these out to your kids, you can have trick-or-treat bags with the black panels, or you can have them with the pumpkin pie panels, and both of them look really cute. So we can set this aside now, and let me show you what we did with this little leftover kitty, because we're going to have some that are black and some that are orange. And so what we did with these little leftover pieces is we used the tiny clear treat boxes from Stampin' Up. You get 16 in a package, and we just decorated them very cutely. I think we just cased this idea right out of the catalog from Stampin' Up, and we filled them with some little Halloween candies. So let me show you how you do this. You just put together your little acrylic treat box, and then you can fill it with your candies right here. And then we took our little kitty and we just added some glue dots to him. So I'm just going to find a couple glue dots. Glue dots stick really, really well to acetate. And these boxes are acetate boxes, so it works really well. So we'll just put our kitty onto the box like this. And then we'll take a Stampin' mat, and we are going to stamp on a piece of pumpkin pie paper that's 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And we are just going to use some tuxedo black ink. And we have the Trick or Treat from Spooky Cat. And then we can just see exactly where to stamp that onto this pumpkin pie panel. And isn't that just so cute? So again, to put it onto your acrylic box here, we'll just add a couple of glue dots to the back, bring the box into the picture. Let me see if I can make this show up a little better. We'll put some white paper down here, and then we'll just add this right in here, and the treat box is complete. It's so easy and cute. And so these would make really, really cute gifts to pass out to your co-workers on Halloween Day, or maybe to some of the kids in the neighborhood. And then of course these little bags, not only do they make nice project bags for your customers if you're planning a little Halloween get together, but they also make very cute trick-or-treating bags for your kids. And I would say if they get this bag filled up, they probably have enough candy. So I would go until this bag is filled up, and then I would pull back and do something else for the night. So let's go on, and I'll show you a couple of more things we did here. So we also made very cute pizza boxes here that we put our product gift in for the customers. And so when they got to the card tables to assemble their cards, sometimes they needed little embellishments. And so we kept the embellishments right here in this little pizza box. So when you open it up, you'll see that our customers received some enamel dots. These are in silver and gold. They also received corrugated elements, and they received a couple of strips of our perfect white accents. And so that's what we put into our little pizza boxes. But let me share with you a little bit about these pizza boxes. They are perfectly sized for a cookie, and they have this kind of glossy interior that makes these boxes food safe. And so these mini pizza boxes come in packs of 8, and you can find them on page 44 of our holiday catalog. So to decorate them, after you have assembled them, you want a 3 1/4 inch piece of basic black square paper. And again, we can just use a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the back. We'll set this down right here on the top of our pizza box. And once that is in place, then we're going to take that 3-inch square of paper from the Spooky Night Designer Series paper. And this is, again, a 3-inch square cut from that one page that you can make 16 of these. And so it's our little Halloween moon. And again, we're just going to layer this down with some multi-purpose liquid glue. Set this over the top. And then we're going to take some more of that Designer Series paper, and this is the one that has the kitties. And so the orange would look cute, but he probably wouldn't show up quite as nicely as the black cat. So we're going to punch out both of them, and I'll show you why in a minute. But the first thing we're going to do is punch out the black kitty. And I love that Stampin' Up! Creates some coordinating Designer Series paper that work with punches, especially when they first introduce it. It's just wonderful. So here's the little orange kitty that we're going to punch out at the same time. I'm going to set this one aside, and we're going to take the little black kitty, and just using a little bit of multi-purpose glue, we're just going to glue him onto this pizza box. And there he is, looking all adorable. And so that is now a completed project. So you have this cute little pizza box that you could put little candy treats in, or again, you could put a little product gift in there for your customers. And then what my downline, Kim Lundstrom, did is she took this little extra punch out, because we had a lot of these orange kitty punch outs, and she created the name tags with them. So let me show you the name tags that we had. And this is her design. So she, for the demonstrators, she put the foil snowflake behind so that customers, when they were going throughout their day, they would know who the demonstrators were because they had the foil design on their name tag. And then everybody else had it without the foil design. And then, of course, here's the label, a little label maker with the name. And then this was part of our door prize giveaway. So whatever number was called, you could come up and get your door prize. And then she took the little kitty, that little orange kitty punch out that we had, just layered it on one of our scallop circle punch outs. And then she added, of course, this cute little mini black sequin to kind of put a little collar on the kitty. So just so much fun. And of course, you're layering here with pumpkin pie paper, basic black paper, and then some of the Spooky Night Designer Series paper. So just a seriously cute name tag that everybody got at Fall Flair, and I think everybody really, really enjoyed it. And so let me put these out here again for you. We have the little pizza box, we have the name tag, we have the trick-or-treat candy boxes, and then of course we have these darling bags that we used at our Fall Flair event. So thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed this and that you are inspired to create some cute little Halloween decorations that you can give out to family, friends, coworkers, and you'll find it all in our 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.